Ah, London. What a town. History around every corner and a tourist photographing it. Pubs serving up a pint and a smile. All that music, theatre and art. And multiculturalism. And the world's oldest underground, the Tube. The class of cities, really. Top shelf stuff. Only took 12,000 years to build it up, and one night to tear it all down.
What's our status?
Perimeter security's down, but plenty of your flying friends about.
Fucking hell.
Dalton, no time to waste.
Yes, ma'am.
Eita, mano, eu pensei que era o filme do 007.
I'm in. Any idea what we're up against, Bagley?
If you hadn't brushed off, I might. Ever consider leaving these security threats to the authorities?
That's rich, Bagley. The government would sooner arrest us for trying to help than actually do something useful.
We'll have to sort this one on our own.
Carefully, Dalton.
Bagley, are you detecting a little worry in Sabine's voice?
Brilliant. Asking the computer about feelings. This explains so much.
Shut it, you two, and get to work.
There she is.
Eita, tô playando. Ah, a sensibilidade tá legal.
Perimeter security's back up. South entrance is secure.
Stand!
Já fiz caquinha. Caraca, eu sou mesmo um super espião. Nossa. Já contou de terra, né? É, tá, vou para corpo. Como é que faço pra... Não, acho que eu não tenho nada aqui.
Do us a favor and keep it quiet, Dalton.
If they don't shoot me, I won't shoot them. How's that?
The eyes across the T's, lads. Top of that. Tick tock.
Contra, entendi. Tô com vigiar lá embaixo, pra não pular, tudo. Tá. Pula! Será que eu vou pular aqui? Ah, beleza. Tem alguma coisa aqui? Não, não tem nada. Tem nada aqui? Posso pegar?
I hear something. You are making me do this.
É, já vi que tem alguns errinhos. Não era nem pra ter vindo por aqui, mas... pra cá de teimoso. Tá? Para de andar agachado. É o Z. Ah. Isso, tá. Caraca, já no início eu tô perdido o que eu vou fazer.
They've got loads of DedSec gear down here. And why do you suppose that is?
What? How did they get their hands on it?
I don't know. But someone wants to make it look like DedSec was here.
Shit. You need to proceed with extreme caution, Dalton.
Who are these men in black anyway?
Nothing identifying. I suspect that's by design.
Mas é mais ou menos isso, eu vou fazer um teste aqui.
Oh, fuck me. The entire place is rigged to blow.
Jesus, those
Caraca,
canisters.
tem bomba suficiente pra mandar
Bucky,
todo
is
mundo
that-
pra lua.
RDX nitrogen. Enough to level Parliament.
Can you locate a detonator, Bagley?
Not exactly, but there's a device streaming a fuckload of encrypted data from the floor above you.
Yeah, that fits the bill. On my way.
The fuck is this?
Staged DedSec propaganda all around the bombs. These pricks are gonna blow up Parliament and hang it on us.
Not if you get to that detonator first. Bagley, is that not the detonator?
No, but it's a transmitter sending a signal to a device on the floor above us. Safe to assume that would be the detonator we're looking for.
Acho que só preciso analisar um. Vou. Vamos atrás do próximo.
Right in the House of Commons. Whoever these men in black are, they've got brass bollocks to set up in the centre of government.
Armadilha. Vai ter coisinha por aqui.
found the detonator. And it's definitely live. Bagley, I'm gonna need some help with this.
Yes, you are, but sadly, I'm locked out.
Fuck. Well, we don't have a chance without Bagley.
Wait, I might know a workaround. We trained in manual overrides at MI5.
You're full of surprises. Be quick about it.
All right, Bagley, do your thing.
I'm in. And the bombs have just armed themselves. Well, that may complicate matters.
Fuck's sake. Can you defuse them or not?
Of course I can, but I might also trip another failsafe and vaporize you, so fair warning.
Expect this to draw some attention your way, Dalton.
Oh, I'm counting on it.
Company at our back door.
Dalton, we've got some heat here at HQ.
How long's this gonna take, Bagley?
Depends how often you interrupt me with questions.
All right, everyone. Faces on, guns out. It's about to get real.
Fuck. They're on me. I'll try and hold them off.
Eyes peeled. They're here. Ah! Make it stop! Jesus. Need to get this thing looked at. That does it. I'll shoot! Someone...
Bagley, update.
Let's just say I'm both impressed and annoyed by how sophisticated this anti-tamper security is. Still working.
Putz, é o mesmo tipo de mira do...
Bagley, tell me you're close.
I'm through security, now wading through terabytes of decoy code looking for the detonation sequence.
Tem que atirar fora da cabeça pra estar a cabeça.
In the car, which one? Run to cover! Back up! I need backup!
Moving.
Pô, a gente não sabe mirar não.
Backup! I need backup! Taking fire!
Problem, Dalton. I need your physical appendages now.
Vamos preciso pegar uns armamentos aqui diferentes, né? Porque, pô... E sempre ensinou que é bom pegar as munições. Mas como é que eu gero o meu menu?
What's wrong?
There are 3 slots on the left. One of them is the receiver. You need to pull the controller wire.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm fucking not. Pull the wire.
If this gets me blown up...
Bombs defused. See? That wasn't so bad, was it?
Bagley, you bastard. You nearly gave me a bloody heart attack then. Whoa, what the fuck am I looking at?
It appears Parliament is not the only target. More bombs are going live as we speak.
On screen, Bagley.
Fucking hell, we need to get the word out. Those sites need to be evacuated.
They're spread out all over London. There isn't any time.
But my sister's at the town conference. We have to do something.
I picked up a transmitter on the roof that is sending out a signal to the other bomb sites. If you can reach it...
I can shut it all down. Sabine!
Fuck! Dalton, we're breached! Go! The roof!
Sabine, what's going on?
We're being raided. It's a bloodbath. Her protocol is to wipe everything, including Bagley.
I need him for the transmitter.
I know, but if they get him, they get everything. Names, ops, locations.
Okay, I'll do it the old-fashioned way. Wipe him.
Yes, wipe me.
Do it, Sabine, and get the hell out of there.
Fuck. Okay, Bagley's down. You're on your own. Dalton, if this goes...
It won't. I'll see you at the rally point. I promise.
Good luck.
Cadê minha bala? Cadê minha arma? Não, não é assim que se usa a arma não, cara.
Shit! I need help!
I'm trapped here! What do I do?
Whoa! Easy
Freeze!
now.
Now!
Eu não posso pegar a arma de vocês no chão, tenho que ir de bereta enquanto vocês estão de o carro. X. Tá explicado, peraí. Vamos brincar diferente agora. Nós pode brincar o mesmo jogo.
Where are you? Okay. Bingo. No.
Well done, Dalton Wolf. I'm impressed.
The fuck are you?
Oh, you still think you're here to save London? I'm afraid that's not going to happen. You're here to help us with some important work.
Important work. Killing thousands of...
Exactly. To save the world. You do know Londoners have died before, hmm? The plague, the Great Fire, the Blitz. It's not much fun. But destruction is always the cure. And it begins today. Zero Day. It's time for a hard reset.
Oh my god.
Moments ago, a series of explosions devastated 3 sites in London. Authorities are asking residents to remain in their homes as the situation continues to develop. We have received no official casualty total, but it is expected...
This evening, mourners gathered for a series of candlelight vigils that brought closure to thousands of families, and indeed to an entire city. London is now laser-focused
press
on bringing
conference
the...
today at 10 Downing Street, where Nigel Cass, CEO of private military company Albion, received a mandate to secure London. Cass has vowed to hunt down DedSec, the terrorist group responsible. Albion used cutting-edge artificial intelligence systems and autonomous drones to capture the remaining members of DedSec. A stark warning to would-be insurgents.
Top corporations are posting record profits due to increased efficiencies in production and distribution, enabled by the use of technologies initially developed and approved for security purposes.
Getting a long overdue cleanup as crime numbers take a dive. Illegal gambling, drug trafficking and prostitution all down, following prosecutions of the leaders of 4 of London's 5 largest criminal syndicates. The streets of Camden and Brixton...
Londoners, as Albion's mandate is extended indefinitely by the government, life finally begins to return to normal. Curfews and travel restrictions have been lifted in all boroughs, thanks to the deployment...
Fake news outlets, reports of rioting in Trafalgar Square have been greatly exaggerated. Possibly by foreign meddlers pushing a false narrative through social media. Albion is in complete control of a few
To reprimand the public about the circulation of fake news, conspiracy theories persisting in dark corners of the internet that terrorist group DedSec were framed for the bombings have been roundly rejected. Our own reporters could not find a single Londoner willing to expound those theories on camera. The facts simply do not support any other story.
I need to assemble a team, but I can't reboot DedSec alone. Let me break into London CTOS and see who's available.
I'm Claire Waters, and we've been discussing the hacktivist, now alleged terrorist group, DedSec, on this week's Buccaneer Radio. I have Colin calling in. Colin, what's your take?
Now, I've been saying from the start we should have rounded up DedSec and thrown them in jail. Now, I'll say they should all be lined up and shot.
You don't find it awfully convenient that they've been fingered as the attackers, but we've seen no proof?
Look at Tone! Look at our city! What more proof do you need?
Well, Colin, I'd say you have to look at their history of non-violent action. Albion's put more civilians in the hospital in the past few months than DedSec ever has. I smell a scapegoat. Now I have Emily calling in. Emily, what's your take?
You're absolutely right, Claire. The government's just framing DedSec because they want to make it seem like they have this under control. They probably have no clue who was behind the bombings. But that doesn't look good on the news, does it? DedSec's been a thorn in their side. Who better to pin it on?
Angie, I have you next. What do you make of all this?
I think, if anything, DedSec showed their true colors. It's terrifying to think we harbored such a dangerous element for years. Terrorists in our own backyard.
Do you find DedSec more frightening than the different gangs in London, like Clan Kelly?
Clan Kelly might set your shop on fire and maybe they'd kill you, but even they wouldn't try to blow up all of Parliament.
Next, I have Crypto King. Do you feel safer using a pseudonym?
Everyone should. Why make it easier for them to track you? And now we've seen what they're capable of and how far they're willing to go.
Hold on. Do you mean the government? Are you suggesting the government was responsible for the bombings?
Oh, trust me, Claire. They didn't do it alone. They're all in on it. The government, Albion, Sirs, Bloom, Sky Bloody Larson, and all the way up to Downing Street. They want to keep us scared, harness us with mind control, suck every last ounce of usefulness out of us, and even in death they'll sell off our bodies.
And what do you suggest we do, Crypto King?
Go underground. Deep enough, no electric signal can get you. It's the only way.
Well, thank you to all of our callers today, and thank you for tuning in and scouting for the truth along with me. Next week, Buccaneer Radio will be diving into the Albion Corporation. Just who...
Shit. Situation is worse than I thought. But there's a candidate. Looks like you're DedSec's best hope.
Escolha o primeiro agente, não sei. Confirmado.
Glad to see you're alive. If you're still committed to the cause, DedSec needs you. I'll send you the coordinates to our last save.
O processador antigo então tá
Meet me
dando
there.
umas penadas.
Fine.
Será que arrumaram os carros? Como assim?
I've downloaded a patch to your optic so you can access our security system. It's set up so that I can't just let someone who isn't DedSec in. You'll have to do the manual override.
Secret passages and hidden bases. Oh, I fucking missed this shy.
Remember last December? We had that one day where there was some snow on the ground. Planes grounded, drones exploding, fiery car crashes on the M25. Can you believe this shit? I should invest in a good pair of eyes. What is going on? Or a dog shit.
Let's turn the volume down, eh? There's no need for that.
One of Sabine's, are you? I'll see you downstairs later then.
Não, nem sei o que tá acontecendo.
Open sesame.
É, abre aqui de Sésamo. What the duck?
Anyone around? Guess not. Let's find the power then.
Pegar esse fone aqui? Não.
Hello.
Estamos no metrô. Vai para esporte.
Gotcha.
E sketch, beleza. Tem que formatar o PC, Windows. Que caralho que você tem na orelha, mano? Tá, pá. Tem mais alguma coisa aqui? Quer pegar esse reto?
This is London Calling. You're listening to Buccaneer, your pirate podcast source for what they don't want you to know. I'm Tash, and this time we're giving a special shout out from us to the boys and girls at the This is London Calling. You're here with me, Tash, on Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. In today's world, we've all had to get used to our every move being tracked by the optic on our temples.
No DedSec registration detected. Identify yourself, or I'll seal the exits, hack your optic, and read you every drunken email you ever wrote until you starve.
And you'll have to explain my untimely demise to Sabine.
Sabine's alive? Well, that's one piece of good news. I'm Bagley, DedSec's definitely not stolen, highly advanced AI assistant, and it seems I've been out of commission for a few months. Anyway, why don't you go connect me to the DedSec network so I can become more powerful than you could possibly imagine? I mean, catch up on what I missed.
Hello and welcome to today's episode of The Upload. We're talking about the optic and how it's changed our lives. Now, as you remember, Bloom announced a new version of the optic at the recent Tone conference, but we haven't heard too much about that since due to the dramatic events there. Let's cast our minds back and consider the technology. I mean, the optic changed everything. It lets you see things in AR. You no longer need a smartphone. You just have the small implant that sends signals to your optic nerve and lets you see your emails, take calls, and browse. Hello and welcome back to The Upload. In this episode, we're talking about CTOS 3.0, the city operating system that's now powering all of London. For those of you...
Máscara aqui. Boa.
Ah, that's it. I'm reconnected to the network, downloading our database, news archives, and oh no. Terrorist group DedSec responsible for deadly bombings in London. Dalton Wolf dead? I leave you people alone for a second and you immediately cock it all up.
That's the shape of it. What I want to know is if it wasn't DedSec who did the bombings, who was it?
There's a gap in my memory after Dalton, well, let's be honest, after I disarmed the bomb at Parliament. I'm missing information about what happened after I was taken offline. But from what I can infer, an unknown hacker group identified only as Zero Day was involved. I believe this 0 Day staged the attacks and framed DedSec for their dirty work. Come to my terminal. Sabine is requesting a video call.
Coming up today on The Upload, we're talking about Skye Larson, the enigmatic founder of Broker Tech. Everyone knows her name, but no one knows too much about her. And we only really see her these days as a hologram.
Tá, aqui eu verifico os e-mails, pelo visto. Opa. Os podcasts.
She was pretty young when she launched Broker Tech, the company that is best known for introducing
Patching in Sabine Brandt now. I suggest you listen very closely to anything she has to say.
There you are. I'm glad you made it. Packley. God, it's good to hear your demented little voice. Is your memory intact?
Not even slightly. The last record I have is of our HQ being raided. My only lead is a group known as 0 Day. Ring any bells?
No. But the HQ was attacked by some men in black, the same that were at Parliament. Maybe working together. We didn't stand a chance. They just gunned everyone down.
Christ. How did you make it out?
I managed to escape through the sewers to Camden. A contact smuggled me out of the city, and I've been hiding out in the north since.
Prudent. Your profile is red flagged as a high-priority target in the city's surveillance system. Even a partial recognition here would have you hunted down and shot on sight.
DedSec is about as popular as the plague these days. Look, you know I'd do anything for you, but fucking hell. Sabine, that's a lot to ask.
Listen, if anyone knows anything about risks, it's me. I lost everything and everyone. But it comes down to this. London is in a death spiral. And if DedSec can't pull it out, trust me, no one can. The city needs a resistance. And it starts with you. What do you say?
Fuck it. There's fate's worse than death.
Excellent. New user registered. Welcome to DedSec. Now, it would be irresponsible of us to release you naked and mewling into the wild. You'll find equipment around the safe house that are essential items in your DedSec kit.
Posso criar meus brinquedinhos. Fiz aqui. Vou tentar. Aqui, papá, pistola 10. Soco English. Vamos lá então, como é que faz eu comprar? Espaço. Entendi.
We have a sophisticated system for hiding your identity from facial recognition tech. It's called a mask. And while we're here, perhaps we can talk about updating your wardrobe. I mean, look at you. Come on.
Já tô apoiando no tutorial. Espera aí, vamos pro quarto. Isso, vamos. Padrão. No.
You've got all these fancy new toys, but it's also important to know the basics. You need to learn how to throw a punch and how to take one. Albion will escalate if you come at them with a gun and shoot you down. We want to avoid collateral damage. In DedSec, we try to use guns only as a last resort.
Have you already met Connie Robinson? She owns the pub and is an old DedSec contact. Not to mention a
Couldn't have done that better myself. Want to get in under my block. Find the weak point. You're getting it. You're getting it. Quick on your feet now. You want to create distance.
Caraca, eu sou lutador de...
Couldn't have done that better myself. You're getting it.
Já sou lutador nato. Ai.
Gear in order? Know enough not to punch yourself in the face or get shot for pulling out a gun too early? Brilliant. I'm working out how we find Zero Day and ruin their day, but I need someone with actual legs to do the legwork. Hope you're ready.
We have some damage control to do if we want to change the perception that we're a bunch of violent thugs.
Alright, let's do this. What's the plan, boss?
Make no mistake, London is under occupation. Armed mercenaries patrol our streets, allegedly to keep people safe, but really they're keeping the people scared.
Oldest trick of the authoritarian handbook. Make people afraid enough and they police themselves.
So, we have to ignite the will to resist in the people of London by showing them that Albion aren't the solution. They're the problem.
For that, we'll need information. I'm pushing 2 sets of coordinates to your optic.
Cheers, Bagley. I've identified 2 opportunities. One, we're going to disrupt some Albion propaganda
Remind the people it's not Albion's way or the highway. 2, we need intel about Albion operations if we want to throw a spanner in their plans. You game?
You know I am. Let's light this motherfucker up.
Brilliant. Let's get the people of London on board.
Building a resistance group requires operatives with specialized skills. Technical abilities, firearms handling, and physical training are all valuable. Bare-knuckle boxing rings are a good place to find people who are good at throwing punches, or taking them. By defeating each opponent in an arena, you'll have an opportunity to face its best fighter. Prove your physical superiority, and they may consider joining DedSec. I'm guessing that's some sort of primate society thing.
Holy shit! I don't believe it.
It's bad, isn't it? Not interested, mate.
Também não acredito que eu vi isso.
Albion have established an operational base in the Royal Court of Justice.
Suppose the tracks that they've taken over the courts. They throw everyone who crosses them in a cage.
Exactly. But it likely means there's information here about how Albion are targeting dissenters, the who and the why. We need that data if we're going to disrupt their operation.
Need some extra people here.
Eita, comecei errado.
All right, let's do this. That's it.
Need some cover.
Não era intenção não, moço.
Out with you. Target's not here.
Quero treta não, quero treta não.
Suspect is open fire.
Investigating. We have one lead. Go. Nothing to report. Checking elsewhere. I know you're here somewhere. As if that will fool me.
British Britain's first news network.
The suspect was right there a minute ago. I'm going to check it out.
Eu vou ter feito stealth ainda mais.
Let's
ser lá embaixo, né?
They're gone! Cancel the search!
Não, beleza, abri, mano. E
GBB, first on the scene, first to bring you the news.
What have we got, Bagley?
A list of what Albion consider high-value targets that are threats to the peaceful running of London. See here, a journalist, and this one runs a community shelter. Good God, bar your doors.
What the fuck?
All suspected of sowing rebellion or exhibiting tendencies towards... Albion is systematically arresting people even before they rise up. Joke's on them. This list can actually help us find like-minded allies willing to help us. Well done. Now, let's disrupt some of Albion's propaganda and give some hope to the people.
agora pra sair dessa mel de abelha. Será que eu perco? Vou voltar, né? Vai que eu perco, eu só vou ter só mais um. Posso pegar o que tá no chão? Posso. Cadê o meu que tava aqui dentro? Ué? Vai, Pokébola! É só ir embora agora? Agora é só ir embora. quero apontar não, eu quero... Quero tirar a máscara. Ah, estamos em Londres, vamos com estilo, né? Que? Furou o pneu? Caramba, quando o cara não consegue pular isso. Vamos lá, mais difícil.
If you hijacked that scissor lift, you could use it to access the rooftop.
Tem dificuldade.
For me to leave.
Yes, nicely done. That'll get people's attention. Let them know someone is standing up to Albion. Light the spark that they can stand up to.
If nothing else, it'll relieve their eye strain.
What now?
Vindo por aqui, né?
We're already seeing results from what you've done. That list we found named a journalist in Camden who's been investigating Albion. We reached out and he's got information that can help us. I think you should meet with him.
Send me the location.
We'll need to see how this turns out.
Heard you need help. What can I do?
You're the crew that's been sticking it to Albion? Can't believe someone else is. Thought I was alone, right? Not doing much, just putting the word out. But you? Taking action, mate.
Yeah, agreed. Tyranny isn't an idea. It's an institution. Boots, paper, plumbing. We tear down Albion, we make room for something better. So what do you have?
Almost got clip finding this. All of Albion's operational data for the entire city. Convoy routes, surveillance targets, assets. It's all there. Thinking you can make good use of that.
Fucking right.
Here's a sample. Albion's closed King's Cross to the public, right? But what people don't know is that they're using it as their logistics centre. Materials, troops, whatever. A lot of it runs through there. You want to give the people a huge boost? Hit that place. Put it out of commission, and you'll severely hamstring Albion's operations here in Camden. Hell, everywhere.
That's the move, then.
Tá, beleza. Então acho que eu vou acabar.
Albion's operational plans are just what we needed to really get some traction. We'll have to take a close look at this. Now, how do we take King's Cross offline?
Albion's housed a massive hybrid-powered generator in there. Output must be immense. Getting to that generator ain't gonna be easy. They've locked it up tighter since I last saw.
Any ideas?
My news drones are still in here. They should be functional. You can use one of them. Probably have better luck piloting it too, yeah?
Aqui.
Well, causing a power surge in a hybrid-powered generator isn't like making a toasty. We're going to need detailed specifications.
Let's get nosy, then. Yeah, check this out.
Cool, looks bloody complicated. Newsy's got a pretty functional camera. Would a picture do you, Bagley?
It would indeed.
Dizer para alterar.
According to this, there's an override code that'll get us into the generator's system. That's it. Use the code on the generator and I can trigger a power surge.
It should be enough to take King's Cross offline. And the rail system too. Here we go.
Não, pode ficar um pouco.
We got a gold mine of information out of St. Pancras. Albion convoys, informants, gear, you name it. Everything we need to ignite the people of London, like we did in Camden. Derail Albion's operations and give the people a reason to rise up, borough by borough. The more we do that, the more we'll get allies flocking to the cause. We'll show London that DedSec is here for them.
That was off the chain, mate. I knew DedSec weren't the bad guys Albion was saying. Now the rest of Camden will too. Thanks.
Thanks.
Now that you've shown the borough what DedSec is really all about, there are going to be folks wanting to join up. A lot of people have been looking for a way to fight back. In fact, there's one in particular I suspect will contact you very soon. I happen to know they're champing at the bit.
Grand. Appreciate any leads you can send us.
Eu posso trocar isso daqui, que só vai dar certo.
Well, fuck me, you're still alive. I owe Sabine a tenner. Not only that, but your resistance handiwork just opened up a whole new source of information. So now I spy with my hypothetical eye something interesting at the Ministry of Civic Management.
What is it?
The Signals Intelligence Response Service, or SIRS, or the Earl Grey Gestapo, have developed a surveillance technology called AR Reconstruction. It's the bleeding edge of privacy rights violation, and thus it could be very useful in our attempts to find Zero Day. If you're feeling out of your depth or like you could use a breather, you can always call on your new teammates to step in. It's your call.
That's the advantage of working together instead of alone.
I don't care for automation!
I'm here.
In theory, the AR reconstruction should allow me to use various sources of surveillance data to rebuild past events. Access a data relay, and I can scrape all the metadata for this area.
Tá, então vamos aí. O que acontece se fizer isso daqui?
I'll expect the alarm.
That's it. Now, let's take this autocratic wet dream for a test drive.
Tô quietinho ali na mina, hein, pen?
You can't hide forever. Eyes open, weapons ready.
Nothing here. Could be a malfunction. Idiotic.
Ah, nada.
Quickly, deal with this spider. Shit!
They're gone. Let's head back and regroup.
No one's allowed. You need to leave the area immediately.
We have a right to work.
I don't think I can look at this.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Fucking hell, we're living in Big Brother and no one even knows it.
You're right. We definitely need this extremely cool thing I want for investigating Zero Day. Shit, for some reason I can't clone it to our servers. Alright, access the network here and let's see if we can't find out where to nick one.
Nada pra invadir com o computador não? Comprando. E aí, Ariston? Vai... Já voltou do trampo, cara?
Now what's this?
Pode ser pra algum lugar. Ih, ele trocou teu maluco, foi sem intenção, foi mal. Ah, é home office, não, bom. Oh, vi lá o Japinha lá, depois apareceu, acho que com o argentino, não sei, o sotaque dele.
Your way out of this.
Deixa eu ver como é que tira esse capacete.
Aha! The SIRS has deployed this technology at their HQ, and I've just nabbed their manual on how to set up the system. Now, Scarpa, you can't steal their toy if they throw you in the gulag.
Pegar no brinquedo, o brinquedo tá caro. Tá, tem que invadir onde? O que agora? Tem documento aqui que eu vou pegar. Ó, porta de aço. Só vou dar a volta. Só fugir da área agora. Cara, mas tira esse capacete, mano. Nunca sei como tirar esse capacete.
So, we're stealing the AR reconstruction gadget. Tell me what to do.
The program is hosted on a server that's on the roof of SIRS HQ. All you have to do is grab the whole thing, then take it to a few high-density locations so I can recalibrate it to the DedSec network and clone my own version.
Are you just expecting me to strap the fucker to me back? The bleeding server's got away half a ton.
We need to find someone with access to a cargo or construction drone that can fly it off of there. Perfect opportunity to recruit a heavy lifter to the cause, I'd say.
Heavy lifter. Some kind of construction drone, right? Where could I find one?
Well, let's put our thinking caps on, shall we? Now, who in London would have access to a construction drone? Could it be a construction worker?
Bang on, Bagley, thank you.
Not so hard, was it? There's an active construction yard nearby. I dare say you'll probably be able to find a construction worker to recruit there. Here's the coordinates. Oh, they have a beastly drone friend. I mean, the person looks efficient too.
Yeah, no, I told him. Oh, yeah.
They look promising.
Occupation? Check. Drone? Check. This could be the one.
Tá, agora tem que fazer aqui.
You don't know me, but I heard we might have some mutual interests.
Are you DedSec? Oh, thank God. I need your help.
We might be able to help. What's the situation?
I took a Clan Kelly loan to pay off some bills. Stupidest mistake of my life. Now, with interest, I owe triple what I borrowed, and the only way I can pay it off is by working for them. Save me from a life of being a pack animal, and I'll owe you.
Okay, we'll handle it.
Clan Kelly will bleed our new friend dry if we don't do something. This particular construction site is a money laundering front for a Kelly chapter out of Camden Market. Any record of the debt would be stored there.
Grand. Fucking hell, the Kellys have moved in here full time. There goes the bleeding neighborhood. When did they get this organized?
You're looking for a terminal or some kind of device that Clan Kelly would have stored the debt records on. Don't have the right tool for the job? You can exchange your gadget for a different one that's better suited to the situation.
Huh? Right, so I used to get me ciggies from this corner store. You know the one. Yeah, shit. Lovely people.
Right, you're going to raise all record of their debt, putting our new friend back into the black, and more importantly, out of Clan Kelly's reach.
Fantastic.
Cadê, papá? Caramba, do lado errado.
Disturbance detected.
You hear that? We got a creeper.
We can't see nothing here.
There! Wait! Did you hear that? Heard something.
Authorities are here to protect you.
I think I heard something. Oh, shit! This is on you! Hold up!
Neutralizing hostile target.
I want backup.
I've lost him. I'll have a look.
Transfer complete.
Engaging target.
Eddie!
Investigating disturbance. Hostile target informed.
Ah, cannabis and fentanyl together at last through the miracle of genetics.
I mean, I'll try anything once, twice if I like it. But now's not the time.
While the drones observing your every move might make you feel like you're living in a city-shaped prison, what's bad news for society is good news for DedSec. You can hack those nosy little buggers and use them to scout ahead.
Vou pegar aqui.
You're out from under Clan Kelly's hair. Wouldn't show my face if I was you, but that goes without saying.
Wow, I must say I'm surprised. Thank you. You lot are much better than the news would have me believe.
You know, DedSec's looking for fighters, and you seem to have some fight in you. How about letting it out?
Consider me in.
The DedSec resurgence have prompted Parliament to approve the use of lethal force for Albion contractors. CEO Nigel Cass had this to say.
DedSec terrorists will quickly find that Albion, unlike the police force of this city, is battle-tested and proven in the field.
The Prime Minister's office has called this shoot-to-kill mandate a drastic but necessary
No time for
measure to
doubts.
make London safe.
Here, your new kit.
is like crossing the Rubicon. There's no going back to normal. Not once I'm fully in DedSec.
What you mean, normal? The bleeding government announcing they can shoot you dead.
I know all that. Obviously, I want to make things better, but I don't know if I can just abandon my life.
No one's leaving anything behind. We're taking a stand to help everyone we cared about.
All right. Okay, I'm ready.
Welcome to the Resistance.
Right. Welcome aboard, etc., etc. I'll give you the speech later. Right now, we need you and your big, strong drone friend to get on top of SRS HQ and steal a server. Think you can handle that?
I'm en route.
Aí, tô surfando. Pô. Cara, só isso não. Vem cá, deixa eu tirar teu siso. Fazer o que, Covó?
All right, I've loaded the server into your vehicle. You're good to go. Try not to drive it off a cliff, hmm?
Still can't believe I let a fucking computer talk me into this. Cheers, mate.
CTOS-AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
This will do. Remain in the area until I've downloaded enough data to the server. Download complete. I need a wider sample of data, so I'm pushing you the coordinates to a new location. This is brilliant. Look at this. It's compiling data from the surveillance infrastructure. Nearby CTOS drones, civilian optics, CCTV, and then it assembles those scraps.
CTOS-AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
All right, scraping data from optics, CTOS cameras, microphones, laptops. Say, do you reckon SRS uses this to watch people shag? Fucking hell, do they use it for anything but watching people shag?
Have a hacked vehicle. Search for the offender.
Transfer complete. I'm missing one last data set. Pushing you the coordinates to the location now.
Desculpa, meu.
All's well here. What's next?
CTOS-AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Right,
close this fucker down.
It's still on me, Bagley.
Don't let the drones destroy the server before I'm done. Get out of the lorry and take care of them. Shoot them, throw rocks at them, destroy them psychologically with cyberbullying. Just keep them busy until the transfer's complete.
What the hell?
This area is being recorded by the GBB. Global British Broadcasting. Britain's first news network.
Shit!
All right, I've got it. Now, we can't lug around this server forever. We should probably wipe our prints off it anyway.
I'm listening.
I'll overload the CPUs to cause a power spike and destroy the battery unit.
Entra no
The
carro.
electromagnetic pulse should destroy both the server and the drones.
Entra na
So,
porcaria.
you know, run.
Tá, eu correria, mas se não entra no... Entendi, ela fez que não entra no carro.
Well, that was fun, wasn't it? We pulled off a heist, made life a bit harder for the tyrants of the world, and most importantly, I got a new toy to play with. Now, run along back to the safe house. Sabine wants you and your new teammates for a briefing.
Oh, people are just trying my patience. I refuse to put up with this. No, no, no!
Well done, team. It's good to see the safe house filling up again. The only way we're going to keep London from falling into total oppression is by rebuilding the resistance. We need to recruit, train, build back our arsenal. The people are itching to rise up and take their city back. We just need to show them that DedSec are fighting along with them.
To be honest, I think I'd be put to better use in the skull-cracking department.
Albion's turned London into a full-on occupation zone. We're at war, plain and simple.
Lest we forget Clan Kelly either. Their little fiefdom gets larger and more dangerous by the day.
Fair, but remember that this zero-day hacker group is still out there. They took out DedSec once, and it's a good bet they'll try again. I believe they were responsible for the bombings and framed DedSec. With your help, I plan to get to the bottom of this mystery.
I'd say that's a full docket. Enough talk. Let's unfuck London.
He's looking to automate our jobs, mate. This is no joke.
Director Cass? You're serious? Who told you that?
Friend over in R&D. The shit he's told me about background checks and knowing who's going to be useful to Albion, who's going to be a problem.
You that worried about your job? This is a PMC. They already do background checks on all of us.
Oh, you don't get it. He was talking about the general population, not just us employees. How bad is it that everyone has to be watched that closely?
Well, look around. It's fucking bad. And Cass is going to do what he has to keep it from getting worse. Suggest you do the same.
What the hell?
This is it. The signal is coming from this spider-bot fragment. No indication yet who it belongs to.
Something's completely mangled it. Christ. What's it doing here?
Difficult to say, but with an AR reconstruction, we may be able to see what happened to it and if it relates to the attack. Access data relays in the vicinity. And I can compile enough data to build the AR reconstruction. Perfect. 2 more data relays to go. One more data relay and I'll have it.
What? Seriously? Just...
That should do it. Now I'll just take the audio from this stream and the video from these 36 and... got it. Go back to where you found that spider bot and I'll show you the AR reconstruction from the night of the explosion.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
You brought the payload?
Fuck, think we'd go back, Heath?
Don't trust the Kelly dog.
Fazer aqui embaixo, sim.
Kelly? Wait, isn't Clan Kelly? You're telling me those gangster fucks had something to do with all of this?
Looked to me like a handoff. The Kellys might just have been a supplier.
So, who was it they were meeting? They didn't seem close. Maybe Zero Day?
Well, don't just stand there. Keep looking.
Yes. Add you to the collection.
Bagley, can you work out who was running that spider bot?
I've now fully decrypted the signal the Spiderbot is broadcasting, and while I cannot identify a specific user, it is a call code used by the Metropolitan Police Service.
The cops were watching? Oh, now that is an interesting little wrinkle.
The reconstruction continues behind that rubble.
We don't have some kind of quantum tunneling device in the shed somewhere, do we?
Quantum tunnel technology is at least 10 years away, but Spiderbots and drones are here today. You could try one of those if you don't feel like waiting.
Good idea.
Why don't you aim those human eyeballs of yours at the van's cargo?
Grand.
RDX nitrogen, and the exact same detonator system like the bombs that were planted at Parliament.
0 Day.
Hurry. We've got other deliveries.
So you were hired to supply all the targets?
Shut it, we're all on need to know.
Fuck me. So 0 Day was using a bunch of groups to pull off the bombings?
That's certainly one way to pull off a massive coordinated attack while remaining anonymous. 0 Day needed manpower and resources, but they needed them at an arm's length. And it doesn't take the world's greatest AI detective to see that both Clan Kelly and Albion benefited in the aftermath. Unfortunately, this is the most we can get out of the AR reconstruction. But if we could find the mystery officer who was spying through the Spiderbot, maybe they could tell us more.
Cuidado.
Tracing the Spiderbot's serial number, it was assigned to New Scotland Yard 3 years ago. Perhaps more information about its user or its assignment will be available at the station.
So the police were onto the real bombers, but they kept their mouths shut for some reason. Doesn't add up. We don't have all the facts yet.
The only way to know for sure is to investigate New Scotland Yard. The difference now is the uniform, assault weapons, and the fact they're motivated by profit over public service. Now, any record or information on the Spiderbot will be further in.
You sure? Alright, I hear you.
Nossa, tem cara ali que eu nem vi.
open. They could be anywhere. Control, I'm starting a search. Someone's hacked a vehicle.
All good. I'll try somewhere else. Give up. This is pointless.
That isn't faulty wiring. Find that hacker.
Certo? Cadê os locais aqui pra invadir? Tá, mas ele não tá pra lá. Vou ter que entrar nessa bagaça.
No sign of the suspect. Let's call it in.
Okay, but are you taking a piss?
Alright, just give me a chance to explain.
I can handle this.
Please, help! Thank you so much, mate.
Deep breaths.
Whoa, just turn it down like 2 notches, yeah?
There we go. I think you just made a new friend. If Albion wanted to lock them up, they must be dangerous. And dangerous we can use.
Yes.
Não conseguiu jogar melhor. E aranha robô pra não poder fazer isso daqui. Foi o vento.
That opening right there looks like a good exit point. Right, get comfy. This spidebot might be broken and missing some of its legs, but it can still jump and fit through vents. That's a good way to get through the station undetected. That's a part of the remote detonator system from Parliament. If the Met, or Albion rather, actually analysed it, they would see it wasn't DedSec's handiwork at all.
Oh, não fala isso não, bicho, deu vontade, velho, de tomar. Putz. Mas eu estou me contendo. Não sei se tem mais pra pegar por aqui. Já peguei tudo que tinha que pegar. Porra! É, que tá todo também danificado, tá explicado por que tá pulando assim.
That's Dalton's mask. It must have been recovered from Parliament. It might be the only thing left of him now.
É. Acabou. Ah, cai tudo de novo. Mel de abelha. Porra, não vai. Caraca, robozinho safado. É possível, possível. vou lembrar que o robô tá todo danificado, cara.
Buggery fuck, would you look at all this junk? You'll have to jump your way across to get to the next vent opening.
Into search protocol.
Ah, claro. Pô, bom porque eu tava zerando o Hot Dogs 1, né? Gravando lá pro Yu. E já vou poder fazer o 2 e o 3, dependendo.
Well, that's it. Ending the search.
Sei de nada não, cara. O que você tá falando? Tenho a mínima ideia.
Who decided they couldn't be trusted to do their jobs? Suddenly some corporation clean up our streets better than the same police force we have, but who knows how long? When crime fighting is treated like a business, crime will never go away. That'd be bad for business, right? So don't tell me Albion has our best interests at heart, so now.
Tenho a mínima ideia do que vocês estão falando. Por isso que eu deixo gravado tudo. O bando é mais torto que o Iago depois de beber 2 latas de cerveja.
You're almost there. Make your way through this last vent path.
Peguei, vambora. Cara, nem sei do que vocês falam, mano. Isso daí...
Got it.
Scanning Spiderbot and accessing its internal drives. While I'm analysing this data, you should make yourself scarce. Unless you'd like to explain to your new, heavily armed, privatised police force why you've broken into the station.
Fine.
Vocês têm alguma coisa pra pegar? Nada. Então vambora. Vou meter o pé. Só tira isso daqui, tá ligado?
The Spiderbot fragment you found has a satellite-based GPS module that regularly pushed its location to a specific ground station.
A secret location? None of this makes sense. We better go check it out.
Pushing you the ground station's coordinates.
Quase foi atropelado. Ah.
The GPS history of the Spiderbot we recovered regularly pings these coordinates. Our mystery witness to the real bombers must have come to this lovely, damp location several times.
It's remote. Good place to fly under the radar.
Or to discreetly dump a body into the Thames.
Now to find the way in.
I'm detecting a surveillance network guarding a space under this bridge. If you can patch into it, perhaps you can take a look inside.
Nossa, era aqui embaixo mesmo que eu tinha que vir. Não adianta, isso foi proposital. Ah, só pode.
Well, tiddle me bollocks. It's like a wee little cop station here. What's it doing, I wonder?
Well, if Albion was stomping all over your workplace, you'd find a different place to store your lunch too. And it seems our mystery officer was dedicated.
Sure, I'm with you. But what were they working on that would lead them to the town bombing?
The computer's dusty enough to kill an asthmatic, but there may still be something useful on it.
Ah, investigar, mas investigar o que isso aqui, com...
This is Inspector Caitlin Lau. Well, former inspector now. Since Albion's coup, the Met is no more. The police brass had already buried the evidence anyway. Everything implicating Albion and Clan Kelly in the bombings. But I know Mary Kelly's band of twats were involved, and they're involved in other crimes we can look into. Me and a few good mates are willing to go off book, going after Mary Kelly again. I'll never fucking learn, will I? Inspector Caitlin Lau, video log. Clan Kelly and Albion are teamed up on some deal. I don't have all the details, but it looks to be human trafficking. The European Processing Center is the Albion angle. Since the bombings, they can grab anyone off the street. Call them illegal immigrants, potential DedSec insurgents, whatever. Though we know who the real danger is. So, Clan Kelly gets hold of these people, these immigrants, deportees, victims, really, and they're taking them somewhere. But where and why? It all comes back to the boss lady herself. I knew she was into something, but she wriggled off the hook. There's only one way I can do this. 24/7 surveillance on Mary Kelly. If I'm caught, well, this will be my last entry. But I have to see what she's hiding.
Oh.
So, our mystery officer was Inspector Caitlin Lau. It sounds like Mary Kelly was her white whale, and her investigation led her to the bombings.
Ah, this is all starting to come together. I knew Albion were grade A cunts, but working with Clan Kelly gives them something to hide.
It seems like 0 Days Web covers all of the unsavory bits of London. Tug on a thread, and it leads back to them. Clan Kelly and Albion included.
They're taking people off the streets. 0 Day or not, we have to do something.
Inspector Lau mentioned Albion is running their part of the operation out of the PC. Detectives like us call that a lead.
Não, tem pra pegar. Pegou. Tem mais.
What do we
This Albion
have
Clan
here?
Kelly business leaves a bad taste in my mouth. And if Caitlin Lau's right, then this little nugget jumps to the front of the queue. We have reason to believe a former DedSec operative may still be alive, but missing inside the EPC.
Angel Lopez, not London-born, but I won't hold that against him, unlike some others.
Looks like Angel got caught up in the immigration roundup, which, ironically, may be the only reason he escaped 0 Days DedSec purge.
Anti-immigrant sentiment has grown in London since the bombings. Albion fuels it. It allows them to send anyone they want to their brutal refugee camp.
We need to find Angel before they discover he's DedSec. This is kind of personal team. But finding his trail might just shed some light on the Albion Clan Kelly connection.
Shit. Well, good news it is. Deportees aren't leaving the UK. They just chuck them in the EPC and then they look the other way.
I've sent the details to your device and advised our contact at the EPC. They can get you inside.
Responding to the call. Over.
The nicest thing they'll do is kill him.
Tá legal, vou ter que... Travou aqui.